teacher, Rehan Teacher Training Institute, batch 22. Today, we are I am giving to give review about a very important topic, the role of curiosity in learning by Sir Ken Robinson. About this topic, we will listen very important things. In the heart of California lies a place called Death Valley. It is the hottest, driest place on earth. Nothing grows there. It is a landscape defined by its inability to sustain life. But in the winter of 2004, something miraculous happened. 7 inches of rain fell in a very short period, and in the spring of 2005, the floor of Death Valley was covered in flowers. The point is this: Death Valley was not dead, it was dormant. The seeds of possibility were right beneath the surface. Wait for the right conditions to flourish, my friends. Our modern education system has become a death valley. Millions of children sit in classrooms today feeling like they cannot breathe, that their talents are being buried under the weight of conformity. Testing and conformity. Today, we are reviewing Sir Ken Robinson's legendary talk on how to awaken these dormant seeds and transform our schools into gardens of greatness. Sir Ken Robinson was more than just a speaker. He was a visionary. He did not just critique schools. He championed the human spirit. He believed that we are all born with immense natural talents, but by the time we finish school, most of us have lost touch with them. He argued that we don't grow into creativity, we are educated out of it. The tragedy of modern education is that it is based on the industrial model. It was designed in the 19th century to produce factory workers. Think about it. Why are students organized by age? As if the most important thing they have in common is their manufacturing debt. Sir Ken explains that this system values compliance over contribution. We tell children to sit still, keep their hands to themselves, and follow instructions. We treat them like widgets on an assembly line. But children are not products, they are people. When we prioritize standardizations, we lose the diversity of human life. We need to move from a command and control mindset to a climate of possibility. Sir Ken's most famous argument is that creativity is as important as literacy. Creativity is as important now in education as literacy, and we should treat it with the same status. We have a hierarchy in our schools. At the top are math and science, then languages, and at the very bottom are the arts. Why? Because the system wants to produce university professors. While professors are great, they are not the only way to be intelligent. If a child is a brilliant dancer or a gifted mechanic, the school often treats them as distracted or unintelligent. We are uh, stigmatizing mistakes, and in doing so, we are killing the courage to be original. Education is about learning, but strangely, in many schools, learning has stopped. Instead, we have testing. Sarkhan points out that curiosity is the engine of achievement. If you can spark a child's curiosity, they will learn without any further assistance. Children are natural learners. Look at how they learn to walk or speak without a formal syllabus. But our current system replaces curiosity with testing. We give them the answer to questions they have not asked. We have turned the adventures of discovery into the drudgery, drudgery of memorization. Let's talk about the no child left behind culture. Standardized tests are like medical checkups. A checkup is fine, but if the doctor spends the whole day doing nothing but checkups and never treats the patient stays sick. These tests are built on a narrow definition of intelligence. They don't measure empathy, they don't measure leadership, and they certainly don't measure grit. We are losing a generation of artists, entrepreneurs, and thinkers because they don't fit into a multiple choice bubble. The human connection. Why does Finland succeed? Not because they have more tests, but because they have known until the very end. They focused on three things: individualization. Every child learns differently. High status of teachers. They treat teachers like a doctors. Devolution. They give power back to the schools, not the bureaucrats. Sarkhan reminds us that teachers, the lifeblood of the system, an education system is not a building, it's a relationship. If the teacher-student relationship is broken, education fails. A great teacher does not just deliver data, they mentor the soul. Education as an organic system. The most profound part of the talk is when Sarkhan compares education to agriculture. He says, we have been trying to form children like a factory, but human life is organic. You cannot force a plant to grow. You can only provide the right soil, the right water, and the right light. If you provide the right climate, the plant grows itself. Our job is, as a parents and educators, is to create the climate where a child's natural talent can emerge. So, how do we escape the death valley of education? We do it by recognizing that every child is a miracle. We do it by realizing that there is so much thing as an average child. The role of creative leader is not to have all the ideas, it's to create a culture where everyone can have ideas and feel that they are valued. If you are a parent, stop asking your child, what did you get on the test? And start asking, what did you wonder about today? If you are a student, know that your grade don't define your worth. You have a death valley inside you waiting for the rain. Don't let the system dry you out. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Sarkhan Ribbonson's wisdom. This is not just a review, it's a manifesto for change. If this message touched your heart, please like this video and share this video to others. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.